what I'm going to do is measure it here to see how long it is. So that way I know how far to go here. So here on the side, I don't care if, it doesn't matter if my form is not perfectly straight on there. What I'm trying to get is this corner right here because it's missing a tad bit. So I'm actually going to put it on a little sideways so it's flat on this side. So see how it looks like it's off? I really just want it straight here. Same with this thumb. It won't be straight. If you look close right here, it kind of has a notch. I'm just going to make it even with it, like touching the sides. Okay, and then I'm going to have her just relax her hand. Same on this side. I really want it to just touch the whole side. Let me see, let me get this a little better. Relax your finger. There we go. Here on this side. So first I'll fix this corner here. And make sure it's straight. So again, it just has to be straight with her sidewall here. Okay, so what I'm going to do is get my clear sculptor, fill in my side that's missing. And I fix this first because it's a lot easier to put the base over it if I need to add any more. Okay, so let's flash set this. I'm going to check it. It's clear, it's hard to see, so I'm just kind of seeing. I'm going to put a little bit more there. My brush is falling apart. Put a tad bit more. Ooh, I kind of got a lot on there, but that's all right. It happens. Let me thin it out. Flash it. So I'm going to go ahead and fix all my sides really quick. Typically the sides will do this when they go longer than 4 weeks. Sometimes they'll break down how they grow out. Not a problem, it's easy to fix. I pushed it down a little further. There we go. And I'll lay my brush flat and drag it down. Now I'll do my extension. Clear sculptor. So I'll get it to my sides. I'm going to feather out kind of lightly because it's a little thick. And This is a little longer. Alrighty, I'm just going to go ahead and flash this. Why I'm choosing to flash it is it stays exactly where I want it. Sometimes when they go under the light, it may move a little, and when you're repairing a side, it really makes a difference. Light my brush. Now I'm going to go into my base gel and connect everything. After I get the base on all 5, I'm going to look at them from the side and add if I need to add where the nail meets the extension. Okay, let's look at it from the side here, and I could see there's a little dip there. There's a tiny little dip here. So what I'm going to do is get a little base, drag it over, let it melt, drag it over, let it self-level and melt, and kind of bring it down. I'll flash it so it doesn't burn her under the light. She could go under the light at that point. What I'm going to do is separate it here, bring it down. So I like to separate it on the side to make sure that it stays on. It's a very thin. I didn't build any strength. All I'm doing is putting her base of her structure in. Okay. Now if you look right here, you could see how it came up. When I like to use a straight edge toenail clipper. And I like to cut it straight. Then I'll take my nipper and come here and cut it straight. So you could see all the clear that I add. You won't see it once I build, but it is continuous here without a little ledge. That looks pretty good. This is a little long. Let me shorten it a tad bit. I could shorten it with my e-file too. So here too, I love the straight edge. I could cut it just straight and it cuts it tight. This is Miha's. They're very, very sharp. You could use a straight edge pair that's not as expensive as the Miha's. They won't last you as long, and I feel like you would get a new pair every month because they start to dull very easily. So this here is my favorite brand. You could get that from Gemini Cosmetics. Okay, I'm going to use pink base. I know I based her nails already, but I kind of want to camouflage the background. The look I'm going to create is more of a, kind of like an ombre. So I like to encapsulate my ombres with gel. With acrylic, it's a lot easier. All you do is just blend in the powders. Gel doesn't blend in as well, so I pretty much, let me measure this. I like to encapsulate it so it looks perfect at the end. Like it hides any imperfections and it comes out really nice. So I'm going to measure this one a little long. Okay, so I'm going to take my concealer pink base on all of them. So I just kind of want like a little bit of a cloudy look. And as you could see, you're really going to have to trust the process here because it's not going to be really pretty till the end. You have to have a vision. If you follow all these steps, it'll come out really nice. I love these concealer bases that comes in peach and pink. This one's actually pink and it's just really pale. Let me cut this side in the groove. There we go. Okay, let's take our concealer pink base and go over this. Go ahead and go under. So what I'm going to use is Clear Sculptor in the tube. It's like Build in the pot. I love to use it out of the tube. And I'm going to use Sheer White 101. And this is a gel polish. I'm going to mix it with a hard gel. And that way it'll be strong and I could create my own color. So I like to do it on a black tile to see how white I'm making it. Kind of helps me gauge the color of white I want on the tip. Now I do this all the time. I make my own colors, but I really especially like this for the gel ombre. Okay, let's see what this is going to look like. You actually could do like a 50-50 ratio if you wanted for it to still be, it'll still be strong. It depends on what color you want, but you don't want more gel polish than hard gel. You just want to make sure you mix it very well. There it goes. You can see the texture of it. You want to mix it till it just looks like hard gel, not two different kinds of gels mixed. There it goes. You can see the different consistency. So let's see. I think this might be white enough. I might do a little whiter. Yeah, that's perfect. I've tried this on top of the nail, just mixing it with like a gel polish or using straight gel polish. I feel like it looks more flawless when I do it this way. So I'm going to come in here. I'm going to build a little bit of body if needed. Here, this is a new nail, so I'm building a little bit up until I get the color I like. Kind of bring it up a little. Again, I don't care if it looks wide. All I care about is the color I'm creating right now. So what I'm going to do from here is just set it so it doesn't flow on me and go to the next. This has been very popular on my clients lately. I'll flash it real quick. Let's go to the next one. Again, as you can see, the newer nails I'm putting a little bit more on to create that color to match. Let me wipe a little bit of it off here. And really just to look, there's no wrong way or right way. I do want to cover her nail right there. So I'm going to flash it there. This is just freezing it for me so it doesn't move. It's just easier than going in and out when you have her hand right here. They could go under back and forth. It's up to you. Both are correct. Okay. When your client comes out, I'm going to put a thin coat of Sheer White 101 Manicure by Young Nails. And I'm going to add a little and just soften it up here to blend it. Again, I don't care if it's straight. There's different, it's not smooth in some spots. It really doesn't matter because when you encapsulate it, that's when it comes out really nice. So all I'm doing is seeing if I like the fade and I'll go from there. Okay, go under the light for 30 seconds. It's Clear Sculptor mixed with Concealer Pink. You could purchase jars to make your own colors on Amazon. Has a slight pink tint, but really see-through. If I use Clear Sculptor, or not Clear Sculptor, I'm so sorry. If I use Concealer Pink, it would cover everything I did right now. I'm going to thin it there. Let me pull this out. This seriously looks like I don't know what I'm doing, and your clients might be like, oh my gosh. Just trust the process. You'll see how good this looks once I encapsulate it with the mixture of Clear Sculptor and Concealer Pink. And it makes it like a cloudy pink, and I'm going to build all her body with this color. I'm going to bring it down. See how flawless the fade looks? Now, don't judge the shape of the nail. If I spend my time making this shape all pretty right now, I'm going to have to file it anyways. So, as long as your filing skills are there, this should go really fast. So, what I'll do is I'll have her go under and I'll alternate through hands. I usually do one at a time so it doesn't really move. She'll go under. Okay, so I'm going to show you another one. Let's go ahead and come here. There's a little bubble. I'm going to circle it for a minute. There we go. I just popped it. Oh no, here it comes. There we go. So you're going to bring it all the way down because you're building your body with this. I guarantee you there's a little bit too much on. So what I'm going to do is thin it out through here so you can see the pink a little more. And I'm going to compare it to my neighbor here. Plus, I'm going to show you some other tricks you could do after we file to make sure they're all the same color. Okay, go ahead and go under. Go ahead and swipe them all off. Again, with gel, I don't spend my time making the process pretty. What I care about is that it's in the spots it needs to be in. Okay, if you feel like you would like to file the sides, that will help you have a guide to see where to file. I usually go straight into my hand file, but this will give you an idea of how you could see how they need to be shaped on your sides. Just kind of bringing it in. I'm going to do most of it with my e-file anyway. This just kind of makes sure everything's clean. And this is a 100 grit Young Nails file. This is really the only thing I use it for if I'm going to use them. I use my e-file more than anything in a 150, but I really like the 100 grit for the sidewalls. These one you actually could sanitize as well. Okay, so this is the finished look. Yeah, they're ombre. She wanted more of an 80s square. So you can see how the ombre is kind of inside.